Hi everyone, it's Cherie from Paper Pieces and Leftovers, and today we're going to put this file together called Little Princess Jasmine from treasureboxdesigns.com. I print out a lot of my papers just so I don't have to look up and down so much with my neck. As you guys know, I have neck issues and a fusion. So I just found that this is easier for me, and I have an Epson 12x12 printer, and it has a function where I don't have to print in high quality. I could print in low quality because I just need the gist of the way that some of the pieces go. I haven't worked on one of these yet, and this was my first since they're newer files, so I did actually print it out because I needed a guide. I had dry pieced everything, meaning I had laid all my pieces out to make sure that I had all of them and that I kind of had an idea of the order that they go in. And the white line across the hair color, which is going to be Encore maple syrup, that's just where I marked so I knew where to lay it. So you will lay the hair down onto the base hair with the ponytail attached, and then her bangs are going to get glued down to her head. There I'm showing I ended up lightening her skin tone. I went from caramel down to oatmeal just because with the brown hair it was a bit overwhelming, and I've watched Jasmine so many times that she wasn't that dark, and I wanted to keep it as close as I could to the real thing, and I didn't want it overwhelming where I lost the details to her face. So there's a few colors all in the same color scheme of the teal, blue, green. The lightest one is going to be Seafoam by American Crafts, which is in my hand. The medium one is Aqua by American Crafts, which is going to be the piece to the right of my hand. And her shoes are in the color Jade by American Crafts. You can use whichever colors you choose. Those are just the ones I went with. I did look at my blues, and then I looked at my blue greens, and I went with blue greens just because I liked the way that they contrasted each other better than the blues that I had selected first and foremost. So you're going to take the base with her arms and then the piece with the sleeves, that lighter color in Seafoam that you see, and you're going to layer those down, and then you're going to put this aqua color on it if you choose to go with the colors I used. I do use Memento inks or Tim Holtz Oxide. I no longer use Catherine Pooler. I haven't for a while. I pulled out a piece I inked about 4 years ago, 3 to 4 years. It is so light, you can barely tell that it's been inked. Here's another option, which are Hero Arts Ombre. I do get these at Hobby Lobby. They have them everywhere. But Hobby Lobby has a sale on their inks and stamps every third week, and that's how I'm able to save money. Lawn Fawn is another option. I do have some Lawn Fawns. I bought 4-pack cubes. The only thing is it's a fortune for the re-inkers and the cubes. So I'm using what I have now that I know the difference between archival and fade resistant versus non-archival and fade resistant. So just err on the side of caution with inking because I don't want you to lose the depth of your work if you're going to put that much time into inking your pieces. So after we went ahead and got that aqua laid down, her shoes are in the color Jade again, and those are going to go down before the little ruffles. I always tell everybody to glue together all your smaller pieces before you worry about building the whole base up, and it makes it easier. The ruffles I would have normally done first, but I was waiting on the medallions to dry, so I just kind of forgot to do those in the beginning. But I generally would have glued these together right off the bat just to kind of decrease the amount of smaller pieces. But you can work your way from the bottom up just like I did, and the video is in 2x speed. I try not to take up too much of you guys' time and get the gist across to you guys of the process. That way, if you guys are struggling just on one part, you can see it. Now, one thing I recommend if you are gluing with me, once you attach the head to the body, take a break, go do something, wash your dishes, go make your bed, or take down your bed for bed. You're going to need a minute. I didn't give it long enough to dry, and her head fell off. Literally, and you guys will see. So allow the head to dry to the body before you go try to glue it onto the base with the hair. That's just a side note now that I'm thinking of it. This is just glitter cardstock. This was the option I went with. I didn't add enough glue because I forgot that it had to settle into the glitter, since it's not the glitter that's flat and smooth. This is the chunky glitter one. So I just added some extra art glitter glue to it. I do use art glitter glue or barely art glue, and those are my two go-tos because they're very permanent. Now, you will see how permanent it was. It ripped off the layer of the base that it's glued down to. I didn't give it long enough, and that was my fault. And it was fine right here. It was when I started gluing, I ended up just tearing it off. The weight of the glue and it not setting was just too much because it was fine here. It was when I flipped it over there, it fell off. And I know I'm out of frame a little bit, but that was because I cropped the video so I was closer in, and her head fell off. So I just re-glued it, and it still didn't stick because I wasn't allowing it time. So what I did here is I laid the head down and slid the body under, since I had an idea of where it needed to go. Any questions, let me know. You can leave them in the comments. And for people that are watching this on YouTube, I am scaling back on my YouTube videos. If I don't upload them here on YouTube, that means that they're on my Facebook and my Facebook only. It's just really hard to take care of all the comments on both pages. So I'm trying to cut down some of the work so I can do more videos and not have to reply to every single comment, sometimes several times on both platforms. So just bear with me, guys, until I figure out what I'm going to do. But always check my Facebook for a video first. And there's the difference in the colors. I just didn't like the darker skin tone, and this was my preference, but you guys can do as you please. But any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'm working on the next video.